Although very loosely based on a true story, the story of The Secret She Keeps does take some pretty wild turns, and so it was hugely important to all of us that these women and their worlds be very, very real. The colour palette, the types of objects that will be in a space, the placement of the objects is all related to who are these women really, and in what ways can we see their personal history, their personalities and so on, and believe them and understand them and empathise with them in all these ways that you don't have to be told through dialogue, you can read it in the frame.
Megan's house sits fantastically sideways on the block, and the garden is easily accessed because that's an important element in the script. The house was gutted and furnished in a style and colour that suited Megan, and then Agatha'S Place, which was in contrast, not totally different, but a little bit different because there's a stealing of identity. One character's trying to be like the other one, so there's similarities.
Are you near a train line?
Yeah, my mum's house is right on it.
One went past here at the exact same time. It sounds like you're right outside.
What it would feel like to be in your home and not realise that out the back is an intruder on your property, just observing everything that you do. That house that looks so free and carefree and happy and family, suddenly when you realise what's going on, you sort of go, no, this is actually really creepy.
The plot line is very, very dark, and we didn't really want to make anything too utopian. So the colour palette, the style was dictated by accommodation, basically. But we were fans of a stills photographer named Jeffrey Crudson. So a lot of our looks and styles were drawn inspirationally from his style of photography, his compositions and colour.
The Blue Mountains thing wasn't such a big deal as far as geographically where it was, you know, because it was all mainly about the interior environment that she was in. So there weren't any big landscape shots. Very early on, I just put my hand up and said, why would we be going to the Blue Mountains if we're not doing any big scenic wide shots? Why don't we put that money into getting better shots here in Sydney? And let's face it, Sydney's such a hilly city that you can get the ups and downs of the valleys and the mountains quite quickly. Every square inch of it is totally contrived, but we try to make it look like, you know, it's the most natural thing in the world.